We know that we just said 43.6% of you said that dealing with a reindeer and your mean one, Mr. Grinch, would fit into the comedy category. What makes them fit into the comedy category? Okay, hold your answers. We're going to go through a different process to talk about our answers today. Okay? Each of you are going to have a moment to ask me a question, but your question has to be phrased so that I answer either yes or no. Okay? So your question has to be a question that would be a yes or no answer to solve our problem. What did we say our problem was?
Why are they both?
What makes them both comedy? Okay? And then the second bullet point, you may not be able to see very good. Each student is gathering the data from the questions asked and the responses given. That next Google Doc assignment that you have in your classroom is where I want you to gather the data. And I just want bullet points. There's not going to be a long sentence. So it's going to be a statement that from your question and my answer, you create a statement. And that's your bullet point. That's your data. Okay? Did I lose any of you already?
No.
Because I don't understand.
Okay. We'll dig in. I think you'll get it. And you're all going to document all of the questions and answers that are done. So, does anyone have a question for dealing with the reindeer is the one I want to start with. How is that a comedy piece? How does it fit into the comedy category? What about it makes it comedy? But you have to ask a yes or no question. You ready, Mia? Is it the speaking parts that make it comedy? And my answer would be yes. So you're going to write that as a phrase. Speaking parts make it comedy. Okay, does anyone have another question to ask that I would answer yes or no to discover what about it makes it comedy? Yeah, Ben. So the subject matter of the song? Yes. So what bullet point would you write from that?
The subject was funny.
The subject is comedy. That would be your second bullet point on your documentation doc. And now Katie just asked the text, if you come crashing down on the roof, is that funny? And I said yes. So what statement could we make from that? Maybe someone else needs to ask another question before we can make that statement. So you're asking about the text in the middle. Yes. And I said yes to her text at the end. So what could we say then? What is, so the what?
Certain lines are funny.
Certain lines? Or could we be general and say all
All
lyrics?
Lyrics are funny.
And I would say yes.
Fun, not.
So William asked, are all the notes funny?
Are all notes funny? Yes.
I'm going to say no to that statement.
Some notes funny.
Okay, so having it echo back and forth? Yes.
Repeat. Echo.
So the echo of reindeer, reindeer
Is funny.
adds
So
to the
it's
funny.
supposed to have-
So all rhythm, I would say no, not all rhythm in this piece is meant to be funny.
So we've moved on to Mr. Grinch.
Okay.
The first question is the subject of Mr. Grinch make it funny? Make it the comedy? And the answer is yes. So the statement I would write is the subject Mr. Grinch is funny. Ben, questions? Are the lyrics in Mr. Grinch funny? Yes. Are the echoes in Mr. Grinch funny? Yes. Yes.
Did the pitches make it funny?
Does the picture pitches make it funny? Which pitches?
Like Mr. Grinch.
Yes. Good example.
Yes.
So if we're out of questions, no, I'm going to have you try and bring all of that information together. Underneath the bullet points you just put, you're just going to finish the following sentence. Composers create make comedy pieces by
I'm just gonna write doing,
using, adding. What do they add? What do they use? What are they doing?